What's up, everyone? I'm back again, video 2. Ever since I said I was going to get back on the camera, I know it's not much, but we're here again. Today I wanted to record this to go over dropshipping. I posted it on my story. A few of you slid up, to speak to me about that, so that was great. And I've tried it various times, had a semi-successful run this last time. Made me really question, what would have happened if I kept going. But unfortunately, I stopped again because I have that tendency of being scared or trying something and then dropping it after a few days. But to begin, let's kind of go over what dropshipping is. If you're not familiar with it, dropshipping is basically when you create a store. Either sometimes people create a one product shop or they'll create a store with a variety of products. But in my case, I've tried one product stores. Those tend to be the best, I guess, for beginners. And in this one product store, you basically choose a product that is solving a problem to the consumer, something that's entertaining or something that's useful to them. You list it for a certain price. You run ads with the product either through organic marketing, which is, you post your product on TikTok right now, which is the best platform to use, and you let the feed and the algorithm kind of take over and draw attention to your product and hope to go viral, and then people shop with your link in your bio. That is a lot harder to do. Then there is dropshipping through paid advertisement, which is what I tried. And with paid ads, you basically put a creative on TikTok, 1 to 3 creatives, you run ads on them, and then it leads consumers to your store where they then order the product. Then you get the product from a supplier, which usually is AliExpress or Alibaba, but then there are others like Zendrop who focus on supplying in the US. And pretty much you input the customer's information. Once it gets purchased on your store, you input the customer's information on AliExpress, wherever you're buying your product from, and it gets shipped directly to the customer. And then you keep the product. So you're pretty much middlemaning. You don't have to touch the product at all, which is pretty convenient. And you don't need upfront cash to purchase the product, right? Because you're getting cash from the consumer. And it sounds easy, but it's not. And especially with the way the market is today, with so many people trying it, a lot of products are saturated, but it doesn't mean that it's dead, because dropshipping is not dead. I see a lot of people getting into it now and still becoming really successful with it. So I have my laptop here in front of me. I kind of want to focus on my most recent experience dropshipping. And what I ended up trying, the product I ended up trying was a litter mat for cats. So basically you place the mat right outside their litter, and as they walk out, sometimes they'll carry like the litter with them or something, and the point in the mat is to be there, and it has like 2 layers where it'll go through one. All the litter will go through one layer so it doesn't make a mess on the floor, and the second layer you could just empty it back into the mat or into the trash can. And I felt like this was an opportunity because the price of the product on AliExpress was relatively cheap compared to that on Amazon and Walmart. So I was like, okay, there's some potential here. So I went ahead and I created a store. Unfortunately, this sucks because I could have showed you guys the store that I built, but I had to close the store down because I didn't want to keep paying the monthly subscription if I wasn't going to continue running ads. But I did end up generating some sales. So what I did was I paid an advertising company, an agency, to make some creatives for me. I sent them the link to the product with some other videos that other people have made. They delivered those to me. It was $50. But unfortunately, that was the start of me losing money in this run, because honestly, I could have created the videos myself, repurposing them, because that's exactly what they did, and I ended up just paying somebody to do a job that I could have done myself. But we'll get into that. Okay, so next, the results were pretty slow in the beginning once I ran ads through TikTok Manager, but they began to kick up. and this happened after I created my own ads. So basically, I shut down the ads that were given to me, and I had put 150 into TikTok to advertise, and those 150 were starting to run by pretty quick, and I had only got one sale. So I decided to just stop the ads, and I went back to the drawing board, and I was okay, what can I do differently? What I ended up doing was grabbing videos on TikTok. I saved them. I was able to download them without a watermark through a website. And then I cut them up. I added some text. I added my own sound. Boom, posted them. Organically, they started doing well. So when they began to kick up a little bit, I was like, okay, let me run some ads. And I only ran ads on one of them. I put a broad audience on it. And it was the one video that I created. And I had about 100 or so left in the budget from the 150 that I put, probably less. And that video alone generated me 5 sales, sorry. And the store ended up getting a total of 6 sales before I closed it down. The total revenue was 136. I'm gonna put a little screenshot right here of when I was at my 4th sale, I believe, or my 5th sale, because I thought I was going to close it down right there, but then I let it finish for the day, and then I ended up getting another sale or two. But, you know, again, I closed down the store, but this is raw evidence, like raw results. You know, I'm not photoshopping this or anything. I have no reason to lie, because in the end, I ended up losing money, which, you know, it sucks, but it doesn't, because it was a learning experience, honestly. So let me just show you the ads that were given to me by the agency. So they were not all that good, to be honest. Like I said, probably could have done a better job myself, and I did. So this is the page. It only got 2 followers. I don't know how many, 103 likes, right? And these 3 at the bottom, those 3 at the bottom were the videos that the company delivered to me, and I'll just show you one. This was the actual one that actually got me 1 sale. But again, I was like, okay, I could do a better job than that, and I didn't realize that until I received the videos, but whatever, we all learn from it, right? So this is the first video I actually created on my own. Again, I got other people's videos. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I cut them up, I repurposed them. Repurposing is allowed, to be honest. And I put some text, boom, and as you can see, it actually got more traction too. And the ad ran for like less time. This one got close to 7,000 views. So, and the quality is even better than the ones that, you know, were delivered to me. And watching this now, I feel like I should have probably dumped more into ads and let it marinate so that the sales could have kept coming in. But you know what? It's honestly whatever. We learn from our experiences. So yeah, it was great because I had a variation of colors, variation of sizes, and each one was a different price. And it was like, if you buy 2, you get 10% off. So I kind of played with that a little bit, and it was working. Like, different sizes were selling. People were buying 2 for 1. I think 1 or 2 people ordered 2. So my total revenue ended up being about $136 in 48 hours, I would say, since the store went live. I personally think that's an accomplishment, because it shows that dropshipping, you know, it still works. It's clear it still works. You just have to pretty much find the right way to do it. So now let's take a look into my spreadsheet that I made that broke down everything, like the cost, the ad spend, all of that, so you guys kind of get more of an idea of how much money I lost, maybe where I could have done something differently, etc. All right, so let's take a look at the spreadsheet real quick, kind of like a voiceover as I explain it. So here we have the categories and my startup costs for the store. So ad creation was about $50. I put 150 into TikTok ad manager for ad spend. The domain was $15, and Shopify has a referral right now where if you sign up, you get like 3 months for $1 each before you choose like another plan. So that brought my startup cost to $216 roughly. And again, you don't need inventory up front, none of that. You don't need all of that for a dropshipping store, which is why a lot of people like to go into it, because it's a really low cost start depending on how much you're ready to spend on ads. So let's go into the product sale and the net profit and the gross profit and all of that. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orders. 6. Okay, that's why. This one was 2 of the same, right? So here you can see the different sizes and different colors. This was the payout after the fees that Shopify takes, which is like 3%. This is my cost, and this is my profit. So as you can see, the gross profit from just the payout and the cost was $73.09. Now, if I didn't run ads and if this was all organic, obviously I would have been green, because it's $150 took up most of that startup cost. Probably would have broke even or something. Even look, if I got rid of the ad creation and the ads spend, that's minus 200 right there. My startup cost would have been $16, and boom, I would have been green about 50 something. Right? But it's not how it works, and it would have took a while for me to start generating any type of traffic into the store and whatnot. So yeah, we had to pay for ads. Total net profit was negative $142.41, and here we could see why. So the total cost was $269. That includes the startup cost and then the cost of the product cost. The revenue was the sum of this right here, the payout, and then the profit minus 142. And then I kind of broke it down by day. So you see, I guess it was like more like a 72-hour challenge, but the last day didn't generate me any sales. Day 2 was the best. And you can see the huge gap in the margins. And it makes me question why day 2 I spent 34 and I got 5 sales, but day 3 I spent 26 and I got no sales. It wasn't like I spent a lot more on day 2, but whatever. So yeah, we spent 143. I think there's still like $7 in there. I don't know. I should probably I don't know. Maybe if I give it another shot, I'll use the same account. But I kind of want to go in there with more knowledge, again, on a better product, knowing not to spend money on another agency to create ads for me, because I can just repurpose a bunch of them before I post them, and then see how much I want to put in each video for ads, and maybe some more ad spend, but then again, how much each video is getting. But yeah, so that's my story with dropshipping. It's not dead. I'll keep saying that because many people think it is, and I see a lot of it on social media, but it's really not. And yeah, so one quick PSA too, guys. I started a newsletter where I'll be talking about self-improvement, finance, investing, other side hustles that I start, outside of my job. And if you guys want to subscribe to that, that'd be great. I send about a newsletter a week. Maybe I'll bump it up to 2 eventually. You guys can click the link in the description for that. So that would mean a lot to me. We're nearing about 50 people on there, so I just want to grow that platform. So I'm not selling you anything there. It's just me kind of typing what I learn as I go, and what's working for me, what's not. I just wrote about overthinking and why that's such a problem for me, and I want to see if anybody else relates. So I wrote about that. So yeah, that'd be great if you guys subscribe to that below. And then also another thing is, if you guys, again, I'll reiterate it because I said it in the last video, if you guys are in need of a real estate agent, or if you are a realtor, connect with me, let me know. I'll put you in my database. If you guys ever need an agent, I'll connect you to the best in your area. Make sure you guys get that sale or that house that you're looking for. Just contact me. You don't need to, sign up for anything or anything like that. I just kind of want to put it out there. I'll see you guys in the next video. I have a new idea for the following video already, so I'm kind of trying to stay ahead of schedule. And go from there. So thank you if you guys stuck through. I know this was a lot of me just rambling and sitting and talking, but sometimes this is the type of content that I watch, and this is the type of content that makes the best videos, just raw footage of someone explaining what worked for them. That's how I learn the best. I'm not sure if any of you can relate to that, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.